My professor's got jokes. Final exams answers? A link? Oh. Ah, well. Never gonna give you up, never gonna let you down. Unbelievable backpack to human ratio on this lad. The golden ratio. What are you here? Pee? Vape? Crap? Jug it. Bro, what is this school? And that is way too many checks on the last one. We got our physics teacher to calculate how hard you need to slap a chicken to cook it. My anatomy teacher, bruh. Don't cheat. What do you think is the best solution to overpopulation? Support your argument with examples. So I saw a movie back in 2017. Ate lunch with this dude after he got roasted in class, just in case. Check in on your homies, man. The hypothalamus plays a major role in the regulation of basic biological drives related to survival, including the so-called 4 Fs: fighting, fleeing, feeding, and mating. This line in my textbook makes it almost worth the $160 I spent on it. The teacher. Boys, why don't you play with the new kid? The new kid. I don't know what he's planning. School is getting dark. Meet the person responsible for your choices, grades, success, parents' divorce, actions. Yeah, okay. She was warned. She was given an explanation. Nevertheless, she persisted. Smoking, vaping, drinking alcohol, using nicotine. Teachers. Phones. All set for my meeting with the student that has missed more than 30 classes this semester and emailed me to set up an appointment to talk about his grades. You don't deserve to pass. Change my mind. I want to see the next guy over. Dude, his art is nuts. What is biology even about? What would scientists have to do in order to create this? Made an IT throne at work today. Windows is coming. Banned words. Skibbity, anime words and gestures, Sigma, Beta, Alpha, Diddy, Ohio, Colden here, Riz, edging, yacht, think of it lyrics, cardiac arrest meme, chat, all combos of twa, 3 hawk? Wait, that's an and. Why can't my teacher do this? Dude, that's my whole vocab. How to get students to pay attention. Everything I say will be on the exam. Color half the candies. Easy. Someone sat in my 11 a.m. lecture with a bottle of vodka. Unreal. This checks. I remember 2 girls in my freshman chem class hammering down vodka during the final. Well, I mean, that is the final. Look at my teacher's chair, dog. I'm crying. In 8th grade, we thought it would be funny to scare our algebra teacher, so when she was writing on the board, we all put on Dora masks, and when she turned around, she screamed. Dear math. Frick you. I totally forgot I took this picture of this kid in my drama class the other day. When you don't got a mouse pad, you gotta use what you can. Can we just appreciate how awesome of a math teacher he would have been? My dad teaching math in Southern California. He's finally retiring after teaching for 40 years at the same school, so the yearbook had him recreate the picture. Albro looks at me after the teacher says, "One more laugh and I'm moving you two." Oh. Any questions? In Japan, this is how they graduated. This better be in a history book because it's hilarious. My teacher wanted the day's lesson to be memorable so that we would do well on the upcoming test. So he taught the entire lesson from standing on top of his desk. That's kind of lethal. My teacher gave me bonus points for this. I'm dead. Solve the following exponential and logarithmical equations. Dude, I would have docked you points because you're making fun of me. But, I mean, I guess I'm just a party pooper. If you choose an answer to this question at random, what is the chance you will be correct? A, 25%, B, 50%, C, 60%, D, 25%. See, if it was completely random, it would be 25%, but because there's two, that means the two middle ones, 50 and 60, are probably it, and there's a 50-50 chance, which means it's B. I am so confused right now. My teacher left the room during a test, so we all started sharing answers. Then I looked up and she was staring right at me. Our history teacher asked us to create a timeline of events that we know off the top of our head. I was the first at the board. 1812. The War of 1812. One night before the deadline. Me! I'm mentally studying. If you laugh, you probably have no friends. Caution, wet floor. Are those the molecules for water? Type of vibe I'm on. Point of view. Teachers for no reason when helping a student. I told my math students that they could bring a one-sided cheat sheet, and this is what they came up with. Yo, the never-ending prism. That one friend who teaches the entire topic one day before the exam. I didn't know it was possible to trust someone this much. Teacher, please rate each other's work yourself. Me and the boys. 5 stars. How teachers feel writing question mark on your test instead of actually telling you what you did wrong. Dude, this happens to me so much. When a show has a really predictable ending, but somehow it takes 8 seasons to get to that point. What the scallop? It's just 3? Yeah, I'm dropping this class. The teacher dropping it too. Meanwhile, in engineering class. Do they gotta learn how to do that? Grown friggin' man got his finger stuck in the wall at Chipotle. Yeah, you could say that our school district is underfunded. The United States today. Yeah, I think that might be a bit of a yesterday thing. Can we all just take a moment to appreciate how perfectly written this 5 is? Gorgeous. Let it grow! I am done with this school. I swear, the teacher always targets me. Yeah, man, I will too. The amount of effort school expects you to put into school. A+++. The amount of effort schools actually put into their cafeteria food. F-. That time, my teacher's computer wasn't working, so she plugged the projector to one of the students' computers. Let's have Shreks. I have a photographic memory. I'll remember this in the exam. What I remember in the exam. I didn't say it was a good photograph. 235. 325? Dyslexia? You've gotta be joking. My new hobby is drawing pens all over the work office to screw with the lady who never wears her glasses. When you're doing homework and you're stuck on a math problem, Chinese friend calling. What ended in 1896? 1895? Find X. Here it is. Write a question using Y. Why? Motivate your answer. Go, answer, go! Teacher. Student. I thought my daughter was doing homework for the past hour, but she was making a meme. I have never been more proud. When you get extra homework, Well, now you're on this channel, so congrats. Point of view. There's a fire at school, and the teacher says to leave in alphabetical order. Zach. I should have known. How it feels when you're going through a test when you know all the answers. This class has been hacked. Skibbity, 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 skibbity. I can't take this. Bro, I promise we are not intimidated by this crap. They're just covering up the hickeys they gave each other. No one. Literally no one. The problems in the physics book. A woman fell 44 meters from the top of a building, landing on the top of a metal ventilator box, which she crushed to a depth of 46 centimeters. She survived without serious injury. What acceleration assumed uniform did she experience during the collision? Express your answer in the terms of G. What? We just took his vape, bro. Your withdrawals make you crazy. When I raise a hand to answer, but the teacher says, I know that you know, let others have a chance, so I just sit there with plus 10 million aura. Yesterday, no one was answering a question correctly in class, and my teacher became so incredibly depressed at our lack of potential that he just... right out the window. X minus Y equals... 1? Teacher. This is what they're doing in school now? Obviously, I'm jealous. My class is watching 90 Day Fiancé, and we're supposed to wave a red flag every time we see a red flag. This is for a grade. Me and my classmates talking about their answers after the exam. I just did 2 back on Thursday, so I'm kind of pumped to talk about it. Anyway guys, subscribe to the channel and I will see you in the next one. Peace, peace.